Hi there, ladies. Welcome to day one. We are getting started down on the floor. Have a band with you, and we'll get going. I'll tell you what's to come. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Draw the abs in. Brace them hard like somebody's going to hit you. Shoulders down away from ears. We're looking at the floor. Extend your right arm, your left leg. Nice flexed foot, nice strong fist, and switch. Good. Just about 3 seconds per side. Welcome if you're just joining this month. Welcome back. If you are here all the time, I'm so excited for a brand new month. I hope you are too. It's going to be great. I'm really excited about these full body styles. So that's what we've got today. It is full body, and you're just going to want a variety of weights. One more on this side for 3, 2, 1. Now we do spine openers. Hand under shoulder, knee under hip, leg out to the side, fingertips at temples. I want you to open that elbow to the ceiling and bring it down. Good. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Excellent job. Don't pass the body with the elbow. So I mentioned bringing down the band because we're just going to be using that in the warm-up. So I wanted it close by. Good. Switch sides on this. But we're also going to need, I've got a kettlebell. If you have any kind of kettlebell, you may want to use that today. It might be too light or too heavy. We'll see. But grab definitely a kettlebell. I've got a 15-pound kettlebell for what we're going to use that for. Then I've got some 10-pound dumbbells, 15-pound dumbbells, 20-pound dumbbells, because we are going to really want a variety of light and heavy items. Come on up standing, grab that band, easy light band pull aparts. But by way of, we don't need anything else. Shoulders down away from ears, knees soft, pull, hand up and over, pull. We do not need foam roller, any other steps, benches. It is just good old dumbbells after we get through using the band for the warm-up. Good. So we're connecting to the body. We're making sure we're not leaned back. We're going to be really aware of posture in this workout, having core braced and taking things in our core, not our low back. Step on that band, shoulders down away from ears. Exhale, pull the elbows toward the rib. Inhale, reach. Exhale. So we're warming up the back muscles, the lats, the rhomboids, all that good stuff. Think about driving shoulder blades back for 3, 2, 1. We wake up the push muscles. So palms face each other, bands right around that sports bra line. We exhale, press, we inhale. Good. Be aware already of what your body's doing. Knees are soft. Don't lock them out. Good. Neck, jaw relaxed. Use your breath. 3 more. 3, 2, 1. Rest. Grab water whenever you need it. Good. Deep breaths. Already connecting. Again, hip flexor openers in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Working a little bit of that balance. Shoulders down away from ears. I'm going to be saying this stuff all workout, but we need it. And I think that especially at this time of year, everyone I've ever trained at this time of year, we're all carrying a little more tension than we usually are, just from a little more overwhelm, a little more buildup, leg swings. So we just want to be aware of letting it go, getting it out. We are physically getting stress out of our body. We're getting stronger. We are getting more graceful, longer, leaner muscles on those Pilates style days. So these lift style days, we are building muscle, we're maintaining muscle. You get different benefits from different styles of workouts, right? So these strength days, so I'm gonna get a little gritty. We are kind of physically working out the stress, and not like we're not doing that. The Pilates style day is just different. We're getting more of a mobility, more of a, like I said, lengthening in the muscles. Today we are feeling that burn. We get that pump after the workout. All good things. Good here, ladies. Little arm swings, then we're going to leg swing to the front, and I'm going to show you what we're doing. We are working with supersets today. Okay, standing leg swings. So knee soft, swing just to the front. Breathe. So that means first 2 exercises, we back to back. We rest. We do that 2 more times. Then we go on to the next couple. I'm going to keep us moving and grooving on these rests. So pause me and take longer if you need it, because we do have 2 exercises today that are all on one side, all on the other. So it takes a little bit more time that way. But we'll still be in that about 20-minute range, and you're going to feel awesome. All right, take a peek. First exercise looks like this. It's a static lunge. So we've been doing this a lot lately, if you've been here. Feet are hip width. This is not new. We're going straight down, straight up. We have a slight pelvic tuck. We're slightly leaned forward. That's what the static lunge is. We want 90 degrees, 90 degrees. So you cannot be too close. And we're not going forward and back. We're nice and long stance. If you need to check it out, come down to the floor. Make sure you're 90-90 kneeling and stand up. It's probably farther back than you thought. Okay, that's right. Now, weight-wise, we're going to add 2 weights. We're going to add a lighter weight in the leg that's back. We're going to put a lighter weight up on that shoulder. We're going to put a heavier weight in this hand of the foot that's forward. So we're also now getting so much core. It's stabilizing this awkward, uneven weight. So I'm going to take a 20 in this hand. I'm going to take a 10 up top here is what I'm going to do. That's scaled down a little bit too for me. Keep in mind, I am modifying for pregnancy a bit, so that might be a 15 and a 30 for you. It might be a 5 and a 10. We're all at different levels, okay? But lighter weights up top, that leg's back. This arm's down, that leg's forward. Slight pelvic tuck, slight lean forward. We're going for 10. Inhale down, exhale up. Weight is in that front heel. Inhale, exhale, good. Like grips on those weights. 5. Good. 3, 2, and 1. We step up. You can put the weights down if you want to switch, or just kind of MacGyver it here in your hands. Lightweight comes up. That leg goes back. Make sure I set that up right. I think so. Hopefully did. All right. Slight pelvic tuck. Slight lean forward. We go. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Good. Weights in that front foot. Beautiful work. For 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice job. Step it up. We are going to rack those down, put them off to the side. Dumbbell bent row is next. I'm going to stick with my 20s for this. Shoulders down away from the ears, feet hip width, knees soft. It's what we just did with that band to warm up. We're just driving both elbows at the same time. The limiting factor here, ladies, is how much weight you can do with your low back needing to support it. So if you prefer, you can grab a bench, put one knee, one hand on it, and do this as a standing unilateral row, and you now have that support on the bench, okay? It all does different things. Just for the sake of time, I tried to keep us doing both arms at once. So sometimes I row like a 25. When I do a unilateral row, or a 30 up to a 35, I'm going a little lighter. I'm doing 20s so my low back can support that. All right, feet hip width, knee soft, look at the floor. We go elbows toward ribs and down. Exhale, inhale. It is nice and controlled. There's a big squeeze between the shoulder blades. Good. We've got 5, 4, 3, nice. 2, last one. Good work. Stand it up, bend the knees, put it down. Take a breather, our first breather. 1 minute to 3 minutes here to take deep breaths, to go run, switch your laundry, put something on your to-do list that you just thought of during that set. I feel the need to tell you here, because you might have heard it already. My children, they're not, sometimes I record these like at nap time or early morning. So I feel the need to tell you, my husband is home. They're all playing outside, but we do have windows open and super loud stuff going on out there. So if you're hearing random kids' screams or whatever, we have a handicap ramp as well, and I hear them riding bikes down the ramp. So in case you hear any of that, please know, not like, should she be going to check on that? Like, should she be concerned? No, the other adult is present. We are good. The other parent is on it. All right, deep breaths. Now, this is where we assess. Are we doing anything differently? We are going to try to set that up just like we did last time. Again, it's lighter weight up top. That leg is back. Yes. Trying to think which hand I did. I think I did it this way that last time. So heavier weight is in that front foot. It's not a big deal if you reverse that. We're just working different obliques each time and different. It just affects the core differently. So if you happen to have botched it, or I happen to have botched it, I do both. I program both. So it's okay if that happens. But assess if you need to go a little heavier on that lighter weight, or if you need to go a little bit, just gauge either one. Can you go up either one? I'm going to keep it where it is. My back's feeling good. I want to keep it feeling good. So leg that is back is going to get that lighter weight racked up. There we go. Heavier weight is forward, slight pelvic tuck, slight lean forward. We go down and up. Inhale, exhale. Good. So we're warm now. We're working a little harder this set. We're focusing on where we should be feeling it, which is that front quad, front hamstring, front glute. And then, of course, shoulder of the weight that is up. Good. And core just working like crazy. Good. Step up. Switch this. Here we go. Trying to keep it as simple as we can. Slight pelvic tuck. Slight lean forward. Weights forward we go. Down, up. Good work. Come on. Full body. We got to get it all done in about the same amount of time here. So we can do it. 3, 2, no demo. We're going to rack down. Grab what you're using for the bent row right away. Take some deep breaths. Shoulders down away from ears. Look at the ground. We go for 10. Good, ladies. Come on. We're all doing it together. I know it's heavy. It should feel really heavy. 4, 3, 2, get out. Nice job. Rack it down. Shake it out. This is our second rest. Deep breaths, and I'm going to actually demo what's coming after this, so you can get set for that too. You're taking deep breaths. You're getting water. I'm always checking that heart rate. It's good. It's up there today. Next up, we have one more set of those. Then it's a side lunge with a kettlebell clean. The kettlebell clean is one of the hardest exercises to get down technically. So what's happening with just upper body is it's coming from basically the elbow. We essentially take it up the body, let the kettlebell flip on us on the forearm, press it up, and it comes down the same way. But it's not like a clean and press. A clean and press is a catch, press. The difference is a snatch. You're trying to make one fluid motion where it just goes up and up. So the kettlebell flip happens, but we're not catching, pressing. So it would look like this. Elbow pulls all the way up. Rack it down. I'm adding difficulty to this. Hang with me. I'll give options if you need it. Where it's a side lunge, so the weight's in the opposite hand. As we push off that foot, we snatch that up. Okay, so it's coming side, nice flat back, to straight up. Rack it, and then we rack it down while we're stepping back. This one's going to be super heart pumping. It's an excellent little combo, in my humble opinion. We're getting tons of low body. We're getting that core from the opposite weight again, and we're getting tons of upper body too. But it is technically a very difficult move. So options, if you don't want to do that, or you don't have a kettlebell, I would be subbing, we've seen this before, a high pull instead, and just keeping it there. It's difficult to do a dumbbell snatch, but it also can be done. Same motion. We just pull from the elbow all the way up, bring it down. So you could try the same thing with the dumbbell, or you can make it a high pull. All right. You've got options, and we're prepared for that coming up, but we have one more set to do here first. So leg that is back gets the lighter weight up. Deep breath, feet are hip width, slight pelvic tuck. Lean it forward. Let's go, ladies, for 10. Up, light grip. 9. Good. Stay strong. Woo! 6. For 5, push through that front heel. Good. Let's go. 2 and 1. We step in. We switch. So coordinated. So I dropped the weight on my foot. Here we go. I'm not saying I'm coordinated. I'm saying pulling off the switch takes coordination that I very much lack. Good. Here we go. Halfway on this side. 5. This is it for lunges. 4. These kind of lunges anyway. 3, 2, 1. Rack it down. Grab what you're going to row. Carefully. Bend the knees. Do it all safely. Shoulders down away from ears. Core braced. Knees soft. Look at the floor. For 10. Strong pulls. Last pulls of the day. 6. Oh, for 4. 3, 2. Get out. Awesome work. Okay, take that breather. Grab water. I've shown you the first exercise. So now I'm going to show you on this break the second exercise just for the sake of time. Second exercise I'm going to show you with my imaginary dumbbells. We've got a static bicep hold here. And we're going to add surrenders to it. Surrenders are just half surrenders. Hips back, hips up. We get glutes, we get quads, we get hamstrings. And with the biceps, we're going out to the side when we sit back, in front. So we keep that static hold the whole time. We're not opening and closing at all. It is just out, and shoulder width apart would actually make it harder on the core than touching the dumbbells. So that's what's coming next. If you have issues being down on your knees, you could actually take that to a squat instead. Squat down and bring it up. Very similar muscles worked then, and you don't have to be on your knees. All right, so I'm going to use my 15s for that. I have 10s close by in case I need those. It's just 10 reps. But first, we've got this side lunge each side. So deep breaths in through the nose, exhale out the mouth, and we're going to get going. So the leg that's going to lunge, the opposite hand has the kettlebell. Hip shoulders are square to me. You know what to do. High pull if you're not snatching it up. We go side and up. Yes. Inhale and exhale. Lots of power happening. Lots of energy being put out. And then we get it back. That's how exercise works. We put out energy to create energy for the rest of the day. Yes, I know. And if you're newer to this, that kettlebell rocking on the forearm is probably a limiting factor. That's the first thing I hear. Once you get it real fluid like this, other side, you don't even feel it hit anymore. It kind of goes right up. So encouragement there. Here we go. It just takes practice to just see there. It didn't even bang on my forearm. I am using a 15. I don't know if I told you that. So I'd probably feel it more if I went up in weight. You might be using a heavier one. But once you kind of get that pull down, it barely hits the forearm. Good. And I think the forearm just kind of gets a little used to it, which no one ever wants to hear. Good. 3 more. Up for 2. Up. We'll meet at the end of these sets if your pace is a touch behind that. Biceps next. Use the squat if you don't want to be on the knees. Here we go. Zip up the core. Isometric hold. Ooh, this feels heavy. We come down. I'm going to go to the 10s. Look at that. It's all right. It is all right if we have to make adjustments. They're a little tired by now. Back and up. I want to again protect my back and just make it through at this point. Good. Whew. Push. 5 more times. 5 up. 4 up. Stay strong. 3 up. 2. These feel like 20s. Last one. Oh my word. Get out. Nice work. So disclaimers here. If you're feeling like this too, which is why, again, I think it's good that you see when I'm struggling, when I have to go down on weight, when I have to take breaks, all of it's totally fine. It's totally normal. We are hoofing it in this workout. And if you need to slow the pace, slow the pace. If you need to get rid of some sets this week, it is a progression to do more sets next week. So if you feel like I am kind of on the floor already, maybe we go down in weights. Maybe you stop with this set, get the next 2 when you do it next week, or add 1 for next week, or you're feeling great, or you're feeling like me, which is not great, but like you have a little more in the tank. So we're going to keep pushing, but make the accommodations you need. You just saw me go down to 10s. Maybe that's not you. Maybe you feel great. Maybe you use 10s and you need to try 15s this time and see if you feel a little more burn in the bicep. Okay. So that's the beauty. We get to personalize. We get to work where we work best. I just gave us about a minute of rest. All of us, I have to say both of us, you and me could probably both use, you and I, a little more rest. I know I could, but we're going to keep it moving for the sake of time, but pause me and take longer if you need to, okay? Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Ready for the side lunge into the clean. Ready? Let's go. Down and up. Tell your body you can. Say we got a little more work to do. Then that payoff is huge. This is it. Especially these busy times where we might not be getting in as much movement because we might be sitting at holiday events or sitting in cars, that kind of thing. We've got to make the most of this active time. Last one, get that stress out. Other side, let's go. Down and up. Good. Inhale and exhale. Sit back in that heel. Good. Breathing. Woo! That's halfway. Good. For 4. Up. 3. Up. Nice job. More energy for the rest of the day. Here we go. Rack it down, whatever you're using. For the in and outs, you can even drop the weights if you need to and stick with just doing body weight here. You could even grab your ankle weights if you need to, a couple pounds out of there. You got this though. The only way is through. Good. Keep that weight forward. You're not overarching your back. Good. 4, 3, 4, 2. Last one, ladies. Rack it down. Good. Is everything on fire? Yes, it is. This is the trade-off of going back to full body style. When we have the upper body, low body days, we have time to recover, which a note on that while we need this minute rest. Get water. I do not want you to work the same muscle groups if you're still really sore. So for example, if your shoulders and traps are sore from today, which they might well be tomorrow from all of this and the overhead, okay, you cannot tomorrow do a full body lift. It would be okay to do the full body Pilates style. That's why I structure it that way. And then if there's an option to use like a dumbbell overhead, you could use no dumbbell. You can focus more on the mobility length. You can still do all the exercises, just not weight it as much. But I designed them to be a la carte because especially in this busy month, you might only be getting 3 in, which is great. That's fine. I get 3 in very regularly. I'm getting in 3, not 5. I want the person who picks to do Pilates style and not lift style to also get a really good workout and to get that strength training still. So if you are doing all 5 days or 4 days, the Pilates style needs to be your lighter day if you're still sore. If you're not sore, great. Use the weight tomorrow when it comes. Go on the lighter side like we always do with Pilates. That's fine. But we hammer it more these days. We recover, we lengthen more. On the other days, with the caveat that I want my ladies who are picking, say they're picking 2 Pilates style and 1 lift day, I want those Pilates style to be enough strength still, okay? Hopefully you get that all translated. I always try to pack as much as I can into these videos using our rest time anyways that we need to take. So you understand and you can plan your weeks, your months better and tailored to you. I know not everybody watches the welcome videos each month and I don't want to make them 20 minutes long. I try to keep them short. So I pack these kind of tips and things in here. All right, let's get it. I'm using this 15 to get through this last set. Soldier on with the 10s. I am right where I want to lay on the ground. So we're here. I want you to feel there. We only have 30 reps left of this whole workout. Let's go. Side lunge. Down and up. Maybe it's a high pull. Maybe it's a full snatch, but we're going. Put that weight back in the heel. Make sure it doesn't creep to the toe. You got it, ladies. This is halfway. Go. Inhale. Exhale. For 4. Up. Float that dumbbell or that kettlebell. 3, 2. Last one. Good work. Transition sides. We can do it. Here we go. Sit. Clean it up. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Hopefully you're having a little fun too. Good. I love this exercise right here. 5. Not the whole thing. Just this particular exercise. Good. 3. We're also going to toe the inner thigh. I didn't even mention that. 2. Up. Last 1. Super tough. Super tough. All right. Deep breaths. Here we go. Bicep. Hold. Move those hips. Slight pelvic tuck. Go back and in. Hold. Don't squeeze the bicep. Squeeze the bicep. Don't squeeze the dumbbell. Don't death grip that dumbbell. Good. 5 times. 5. In, breathe. 3 and 2. That's it. We're out. Good job. Break it down. Come standing for me. Killer, killer job, ladies. Deep breath in through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. In through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Good. Take a standing quad stretch. Opposite hand comes up. Make sure we're not leaning back. Shoulder down away from ears. You can wiggle those fingers. Neck and jaw relaxed. Good. Switch. Beautiful. Good. Crisscross the ankle over the knee. Sit back. Both arms reach up. Switch. Enjoy these last moments. Don't skip it. I know. I know we're always looking at time, but you earn this pert shoulder stretch. Make sure you don't lean back. If anything, lean forward. Good. Remember, next workout, you have the opportunity to lengthen those muscles in Pilates style. You are in charge of designing what your week looks like. They're all going to be strength, so you don't have to worry about that. Feet together, deep breath in through the nose. Exhale the mouth. Have a beautiful rest of your day. I'm so proud of you. Check it off. I'll see you next workout.